So, here's the thing. As I appreciate you saying, go buff med next. Because I am a gar parm last guy, and we're going to see why. Because the trick with a good garlic parmesan sauce is it's not sauce. It's a compound butter. So, what you're doing, it's not even really a compound butter. You're melting butter into like a fucking whatever. So, you get that butter, you get that garlic in there, you get that parmesan in there, you throw some crushed red pepper in there. Get that butter melted, get it nice. But the issue is, and this is where Pizza Hut is faulted, but they're also not a wing joint, so I can't sit there and be like, how dare you not do this? They don't wait. They don't wait for the wings to cool. So when you're dropping that sauce on hot wings, the issue is when you're dropping a butter-based sauce on hot wings, what ends up happening is it's kind of like icing a cake when you just pull it out of the oven. Is that fucking shit is gonna melt. It's the same as like if you put olive oil on your noodles and then a sauce. Like, it's all, nothing's gonna connect, nothing's gonna congeal. And I'll actually, spoilers for when we get to the gar parms, right? Also, I would love to eat wings with Greg Miller. You can see most of these dudes in the gar parm box bare as fuck. They need the most rigorous shaking, the most vigorous, volatile, earthquake by my hands that I can possibly provide. Because they pull these out of the fryer, they're hot as fuck. You throw a bunch of butter on them, it just comes off. It doesn't stick. There's no love, right? However, these are always delicious, but that's why I always save these for last. Is I like that time for that butter and that sauce to set and kind of congeal and thicken, so that way when I go to do my shakens, that shit's gonna stick. Now when we get to the buffalo medium, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we brought home. The buffalo medium sprayed everywhere when I opened it. I like that. An incredibly even layer of sauce being added here, where I'm not the Alton Brown of anything. I just fucking love cooking. Like, I love cooking. I have my ways of doing it. I know what works and what doesn't sometimes. But, like, you get a really nice even coat. I'm like the Alton Brown of fast food, I guess. But nice even coat. It's a really good glistening sheen, especially under these lights. Everything looks good. There's very little sauce left in the actual base of the clam, right? So if we give this guy a good upside down shake, like I said, let that gravity work for us, right? You do that, the veggie flip, the up and out, the up and out, the up and out, right? All you're going to do is take a good thing and make it great. So swing this back out. Now fucking look at these. Like, are you kidding me? Like, way better. Way more even coat. I need to... Yep. Didn't expect to actually drop one out of the whole thing. I'm going to wipe my hands off on this bag. Wipe the table down here. Crinkle, crinkle. Old Chris Crinkle. Let's go. So we moved to the buffalo medium. Now, I will say this about Pizza Hut's wings. Unless you're rocking the buffalo burning hots, you're not going to get a lot of heat out of the buffaloes. I don't know if they cut this shit with butter. I don't know if they cut it with yogurt, but they cut it. And that dairy inclusion in the sauce, yes, makes it more tenable for more sensitive palates and things like that. But that's why the honey barbecue exists. Like, if you're going to go buffalo, just fucking go all out. But buffalo medium, for me, the buffalo burning hot is a little much. There's a much greater leap. It is the leap of welterweight to middleweight in terms of, like, MMA, right? It's that 170 to 185 where it's like, have you thought about a 180 division, right? Or, like, I guess a 155 to 170, a lightweight to welterweight jump where, like, a 165 would do you good. So we're going to take the first bite here. Make sure it's cooked through. We'll grab this long Johnson here, right? Cooked. The breading didn't crumble. It's not overly wet. It's still incredibly juicy. It's tender. It's thick. Like, that's the other thing about the Pizza Hut wings, right? Like, if we're going to pull a up close shot of this, right? Like, that is a thick ass, like, chunk of chicken, you know? Like, they give it to you on this. And this shit's probably frozen and they thaw it in the fryer or whatever, but, like, what the fuck, you know? How can you not? The thing that's nice about the buffalo medium is it's a thinner sauce. There is packing way more heat than usual. It's not like that night I ate the habanero pepper by myself, but it's a really good compliment how juicy the chicken still is. So like when you're biting into it, you're still getting all that moisture of the chicken breast, which for being such a low fat cut of chicken, that's hard to maintain without drying it out. You're still getting that, but then like that sauce is so thin, it just works its way in there, and you're just getting so much extra